This message is a warning, not a warning of something that you can prevent, but a warning of something that you can only prepare for. What I have to say will undoubtedly repulse you, but you should know that by watching this message, you will, as it were, become part of something greater than yourself. I'm not here just to talk about climate change. Humanity's brief scarring of the earth is merely a symptom of our wrong-footedness, a natural consequence of our unprecedented success and prosperity. If you still doubt the imminent threat that we face from rising sea and temperature levels, then there is little I can do here to persuade you. I, however, see the consequences as inevitable. I know that once the Greenland and Antarctic ice sheets melt in the next few decades, the planet will drastically veer into a new climate state, one of barren, heat-stricken continental plains, plagued with famine and drought, one where the few surviving prosperous and habitable islands will be overcome with influxes of immigration from the continents. I believe that humanity faces a meager, difficult future. I believe we've come to a point where drastic action is not only vital, it's also unavoidable. If, like most people, you believe that the causes of excessive carbon output are due to the burning of fossil fuels, then you are wrong. It's not the cars, the power stations, the corporations. It's you. It's us. It's all of us. Our families, our pets, our cattle. It's the overwhelming success of the evolution of the human brain. We have now become so prevalent that we've outgrown and overburdened our host. Our governments will only make minor, insignificant changes, all the while counting the long minutes to midnight. The second part of my story relates more directly to me. Throughout the 90s and up to today, I was part of a project aimed at unraveling the human genome. Our goal was to fully map out and to understand the genetic makeup of the human species. We successfully accomplished this in 2003. I worked in a division of the project looking at the genes which control human intellect. It was here that I found my greatest achievement. You see, although human intellect may seem to be a response to a person's upbringing and environment, it is not. Those are peripheral factors. They can stunt or stimulate intelligence and knowledge. But it is the genes that really make us who we are. The truth of it is that some of us are born with the capacity for intelligence more than others. With these two themes running through my mind, a difficult truth dawned on me. I set to work on a virus. I had to completely rethink and reinvent the whole concept of infection. You see, the indiscriminate viruses of nature are of no use in an age of civilization. I am here today to present to you the Alethea virus. She is a virus directly tied to specifically targeted genes. She bonds with the subject's genetic code and makes a decision. I've made the unthinkable choice on behalf of all of us. The only logical response to the unnatural speeding up of climate change is the unnatural speeding up of evolution. Only those of above 70% for the human average for intellectual capability will remain unaffected by the virus. The rest will perish. Approximately 4.9 billion people worldwide. A better world will remain, one with more chance of survival. Once infected, you will quickly pass on the virus to those around you. There is no way to inoculate against it, and the only way to rid yourself of it is brain death. I have designed the virus to spread quickly around the globe, perhaps in weeks. Death will always come to the stricken in their sleep. Their brains will be sent a message to shut down, and they will stop breathing. A quick, painless death. Our presence on Earth can continue. We can overcome the aggressive growth of our past. We can mature into a new age of stability. That will be the legacy that will be left behind. I have one more thought for you, the viewer. You see, as I explained, I had to completely reinvent the whole concept of infection. As such, Alethea is a psychogenetic virus, not passed on by traditional biological means, but by the very structure of the mind. A structure like yours, which has now been adjusted. The electronic impulses transmitted to your nervous system have now in small part been rerouted. Your mind is now a mobile transmitter, will pass on the virus by thought pattern alone. Unable to banish the virus from your mind, you will infect all those around you. You see, dear viewer, the virus was embedded in the very design of the imagery that you've just seen. In other words, you are now infected.